Now, recording in progress. All right, baby. So what's up, guys? Your boy Gonzalo Avila. First ever madness meeting. I'm calling these madness meetings. I just thought of the name right now as I selected the title. And we're gonna do these every Monday from here till the end of the year. So I'm committing myself to doing these meetings once a week, hopefully every Monday, unless something comes up and I'll change it up or so, but I'll stick to Monday. And nobody's jumped in. That might have been my fault because I didn't share the link early enough. But if you guys still want to jump in, the link is in the Facebook group. And I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I need you guys to be a little patient with me because I haven't done this in a long time and I don't know what I'm doing. But there I am. Let's close this. Who was that guy? All right, so guys, honestly, I have nothing planned. I was just gonna jump in here and shoot shit. So I don't know, I'm gonna start browsing. I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas, New Year's, and now 2022. I hope it's off to a great start. Today in Charlotte was rainy and cold, but then around noon, it got a little warm. All right, so if somebody wants to jump in, let me see who that is. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Let me go back to the Zoom. Full size right here, no? Austin. Austin. What's up, buddy? I can't hear you, Austin. I can delete this. Maybe. So also I'm on my laptop, so it makes things a little bit harder because I'm so used to being on my phone, which is almost the same thing, but not really. Austin, are you there, buddy? Austin might have left the scene. Hey man, if any of you guys want to jump in, go ahead, and the link is in the Facebook group. You guys can go ahead and jump in. That's it right there. All you gotta do is click that and join the meeting. Let me give myself a like. So I'm gonna browse through this just for a little. Oh, hold on, before I keep going, let me remind you guys why I'm doing this. Number one is to shoot shit. I had 4 reasons. I might not remember them. Number one is to just have fun, shoot shit, entertainment, that's it. Number 2 is network with other operators. Number 3 is, goddamn, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. There was 4 reasons why I was doing this. Yo. Can't hear him. De Leon. Jefe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's going on, bud?
Can you see me?
I cannot see you.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to do that. Me and you are in the same boat.
I know how.
Your voice is enough. There's a little video button in the bottom, I think, if you want to jump on a video.
I'll work on that.
Hey man, where you at?
I can help you.
I'm at home.
Oh, that's nice.
No?
I said that's nice.
Oh,
That's nice, Jose.
Nice being home.
How was the holidays?
it was good. Stayed at home, enjoyed family,
Mm-hmm.
didn't travel much.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome,
How about
man.
you? Did you stay in Charlotte?
Let me remember, man. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Charlotte. Yep. Christmas and New Year's. Mhm.
You probably have more problems than.
I did, oh, share screen. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do.
No, it's there's like a little video link at the bottom. I'm not sure how to do it either. I haven't done a Zoom call in a long time. Yeah, so I was telling the guys who said I have nothing planned for this, and I forgot the reasons too why I'm doing these videos. I know it's 4 reasons, but I can only remember 2.
Oh, no, pocket dials. I'm just checking it in the truck.
But oh well, I'll get to them. Hey, Jose, can you see the screen? Can you see Facebook? Jose?
Hold on 1 second.
Hang on 1 second. He got a call real fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, take care of business, Jose.
Oh, once you get it back, once you get the truck back, then
Let me mute Jose for a little bit. So let's see what's up, man. Pascal Harris over here shooting shit. Look. I'm gonna browse through this for a little bit. Let me see what's this. Seeing these idiots working on the ground over yonder, real men slip and die. I guess he means they slip and die off the roof versus these guys walking on the floor. Mike Levinsky, not a great pick, but write it down. So happens, I'm gonna take some vacation days. So Mike's not gonna be working from May 17th through May 19th, and then July 10th and through the 16th, and then August again. Gotta run away from them, from the checks. All right, this is still up. OG's in bed by then, and the triple OG is still pushing that board. Yep, I wonder who's out there still working. I wonder if anybody's still, oh, you know what? I need to, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get on my Facebook so I can see if you guys comment anything. Yeah, look at that too. So if you guys comment on the video, I can see it now. So I'm getting a little better at it. So anyways, man, since I'm not gonna talk about anything today, I really have, maybe in next meeting, I'll choose a topic. Or maybe set somebody up to help me over here talk. But so let's browse a little bit so you guys can see what the admin can see. We have these pretty cool charts. Man, and I'm sorry about this view right here. Like I said, I'm doing this on my laptop and I'm so used to watching this stuff on the phone. See, there's a little section right there missing. There we go. All right, so 9,517 total members. And this is a little thing. This is like Bitcoin goes up in value. So 7,000 of the 9,000 are active members. That's pretty awesome. A little decline right here. Ooh, not good. We got to work on these numbers. Yep, we got to get the members involved, engaged. This is how many members have been approved. 54 in the last month, 67 declined, and blocked 1. So look at that, guys. This is the admin doing some work on the background that you guys don't see. Special shout out to the admin for doing this work. 67 declines, and even like that, still, we can't filter out all the awesome people in the group. But I'm happy with the people that are in the group. There's also, let's see what else we got here. Is this the same thing? No, okay, look, so this is pretty awesome. Um, 217 posts in the last month, 19% down from the, I guess from its average with the previous month. I don't know. And hey, Jose, when you're done with the call, you can just unmute yourself. 7,600 active members. So this is the most popular days. On Wednesdays, 569 people get on there. Jose,
Yeah,
look, man, so I'm messing with these little grabs that Facebook gives us. Have you ever looked at these?
never have. I didn't know they were available.
Now they gather a bunch of data. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so what's up, Jose? What's good? What's new?
Just business is up. It's the problem is right now, chassis and all kinds of components are out. There's a long lead time. Materials to aluminum, steel, it's, price increases, limited availability. Like I said, extended lead times. I'm just trying to tell customers is, if you want something in 2022, better to order it early because you're not getting it quickly. And honestly, if something goes bad at the company, a smaller company or something that has ordered a piece of equipment, I mean, we can cancel the order because I haven't had a demo truck in a year and a half.
Damn.
I'll either make it a demo truck or believe me, there's a long line of people waiting to buy something. So
how long is it taking you now from when somebody says, yeah, I need a truck? How long does it take you to get it out?
So typically it's not really an accurate example because I always had, when I came, I told my boss that sometimes there's a catastrophic failure of a truck and the company needs to buy something. It may not be exactly what they want. The chassis, the bed type, is this aluminum versus steel or steel versus aluminum, the toolbox configuration. But if they want to make deliveries, they got to buy something. So I typically have 10 demo trucks or work ready trucks in the pipeline. And so if you ordered one, I can pull one from those instead of ordering yours and have an extended lead time. So typically I've got 10 trucks to play with. Right now I don't have 10 trucks to play with. I might have three right now that aren't built, that are in the pipeline, and they're Peterbilts. But we had to switch the transmission from Allison Automatics to Eaton Ultra Shifts because the Allisons aren't available. And so we could either cancel the orders or change the transmission to the Eaton Ultra Shift. And we had 10 that we switched, and I think I have 3 left because when it comes down to it, that transmission may not be the most desirable, but if you need something, you got to have it. So right now it probably takes us a month to put one together if we have all the components, but it's just the shortage of everything. So
where's where are you working at now? Like, do you stay just like on the eastern side of the country, or you go everywhere, Jose?
No, I go everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where's your next delivery to?
I have a truck in Panama City Beach that just delivered. I have a truck in Akron, Ohio that I'll be going to this week. It's a knuckle boom. It's a beautiful truck. It's for Holmes Lumber or Carter Lumber. It's a really pretty truck. I'll be posting pictures of that. Best Supplies got one going to Florida this week. It's on the way there right now. And then I got something going to San Antonio. So I'll be there at the end of the week.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. I got stuff going all over the place.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
How's I know today was nasty today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cold and rainy. It cleared up at noon, but we were already all wet. Look at this picture right here, Jose. Look, check this one out. Look at that. Full lifts from there to the door. I think it was maxed out right there. Like it was, the boom was extended out all the way.
Let me look on my phone real quick.
This was a cash customer. Cash customers are always fun. Did you see it?
See, it's really small. I'm trying to get, yeah,
Right there, look. I had to keep it close to the house too, because all these branches, there was a bunch of branches, so I had to get it as close as possible to the house. Then once I was out there, pulled out a little bit.
all right, let me see real quick.
Have the booms been going up in price too, Jose?
Oh, everything's going up in price.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, everything's going up in price.
That looks like an old Fosse, I think. Yeah. I love Fosses, man. That's the first truck that I learned how to boom on a Fosse. It looked like this right here too. It looked like one of these. I learned on a Fosse and then an IMT. And now Powfinger. Need these. Jose, you've ever met this guy, Pinchas Leitner from New York?
Pincus?
Yeah, but I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, Pincus Leitner.
Pincus Leitner, yeah. You ever talk to him?
I've talked to him many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lifting Solutions. He's a good guy. He's got a lot of experience, and it's nice to talk to him technically. He had a set of Kinshofer crane forks I was trying to help him sell. They were pretty mint, the ones, the battery operated ones. I don't know if he ever got rid of them.
He's got some badass booms and cranes and all that stuff, right?
He's got some nice equipment.
I guess you need it too, working up there in New York.
Yep.
But he's even got the toys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. He started buying. He had a couple Powfingers, but he started buying different equipment. I don't know if it was longer, got more capacity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen one of them. I don't know how many he's got, but I've seen one of the Powfingers.
He had a PW50 rear mounted on a 4900 setback axle, but I think he sold it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to get something. It was he's more into a knuckle boom, and I think that was one of. I don't want to speak for him, but I think that was one of his older trucks, even though it looked brand new, and it just didn't. He needed a knuckle boom, so not that he didn't put that thing to work, but I'm pretty sure he sold it.
Yeah.
It hardly sticks.
And it has to be a smooth surface and it'll.
Yeah, he's got some big cranes.
Oh yeah.
A little overkill for drywall.
Yeah.
It sticks
This
a
man
little
be
bit.
moving tractors and buildings.
Like it, huh?
Look at that.
A little bit.
Usually you put on. speaker.
Yeah, Jose. So what do you think, man? What do you think these calls? So like these, I'm gonna do these, Jose, like every week, if I can, of course, but hopefully every Monday.
There's like a different
What do you think will
one.
help the group out, man? What do you think will,
There's a
like
different one, but
engage
this
the
one's-
operators
this
and
one's
just
good.
talk to one another and all that stuff? What do you think we need more of in the group, man?
I don't know. I mean, just from what I look at when I'm traveling around is, a lot of people have something
I'll be in there in a minute.
quick to say instead of reading through the post, the comments that someone has made. A lot of
Mhm.
times the things are answered in the comment. They just, it's like wasting your breath. It's like saying something that doesn't pertain to anything. Those are things like sometimes I'm just like, man, would you just shut up? Because you don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, I had a guy post something, I don't even know what his name was, but he was commenting on how he hoped that someone wasn't throwing a heavy metal object across the boot. And it's like, well, that's what everybody does, except for the guys that take the straps off and roll up and throw it from the strap side. That's why I put the strap hook guards on it. But I mean, that's just the way that everywhere I've worked, we threw the hook, and I didn't want to ding my boom up, so I always rolled the strap hook into the strap and then threw it like that, and it rolled across on the other side.
Yeah.
He's talking about someone not getting their teeth knocked out, and it's like,
So you mean that the guy was saying that they should throw the soft part, like the part that doesn't have the metal on it?
well, one of the guys that was commenting on that post, that's how they do it in Washington. That was a customer of mine that they ended up getting acquired by SRS, and that was the first time I had ever seen. They took every strap off. They didn't install the straps, or I didn't install them when I delivered the truck. And so
Mhm.
if you needed 4 straps, they used the 4 straps that you needed. And so they roll them up on the metal part. And so when they roll them up on the strap itself, and the only thing that's exposed is the hook. They hook the hook underneath the bed, and they throw the strap across.
Okay.
And then they don't even roll up the strap in the winch. They fold it up a couple times, and they slide it into one of the openings, and then that's how they strap it up. Now that's in Washington State. In the Northeast, there's some companies that don't order straps at all. The turnbuckles, the winches or straps,
Yeah.
and they use ratchet straps. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They need 4 straps, they need 6 straps. That's all they pull out of the box. They use it. And then when they're done, they take it off. And, understanding that there's a lot of snow up there and it gets caked up on those rollers. But, there's places in Ohio that they don't do that. There's places in Rhode Island and, where there is a lot of snow that they just do things a little bit differently. And it's, just like the rear mounted trucks, it's keeping an open mind.
Yeah.
You're in the business for X amount of time and you think how you do it is right. Well, it's not right for other people that have been doing it for an equal amount of time differently. So.
Yeah. So you said that they got on the post and just started like kind of talking shit about that, or what?
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just some of the comments. It's just, some of the people, which there's companies out there that have safety rules, and if they post something, they can get in trouble, which, that's just how it is. But, a lot of times people were commenting, when I was coming up through the ranks, and I won't even say the company I work for, but most people know, the rules and regulations weren't what they are today. It was either you got the job done or you got passed over. You didn't get work. You got the guys that produce got the work. Is it because they were dangerous or unsafe? No, you did an unsafe job to the best of your ability. And I never killed myself or killed anybody else, so but things have changed, and that's how it is. But a lot of these guys, they judge, and it's like, man, some of these guys, they don't have to follow the same rules you do. Is it, does it mean they're going to die? No.
Yeah, it's just things do change, man. Like I remember when I was at United, it's owned by the boss, Rick. It was just him and I think a small partner. But when stuff would happen, let's say like we'd get the truck stuck, we call Rick and he'd be, oh, just try to get it out, because he didn't want to pay that tow bill, which is understandable. But now, like I work for a big company, and the truck gets stuck, and it's just like, let's call it tow truck. There's no point in. I mean, we do try, of course, like try to get it out, and then when it starts getting unsafe or or it just looks like a professional needs to do it, at that point, the best thing for me to do is call the company and say like, hey, look, like the tow truck needs to come now. Versus Rick would, like, he would even go out to the job site and try to help us get that truck around. So, you know, it just depends on a lot of things. It's hard to compare yourself with like another company and another person somewhere on the other side of the country, you know?
Yep. No, it's just job situations are different, you know, it's, I don't know. I really liked at the very beginning when you first did this, you know, that it would be an opportunity for guys to, I mean, a lot of guys comment on how they had never thought of doing certain things that they saw on the Madness. And it, for me, it's all about making the job not lazy, but as easy as possible. I mean, carrying drywall, which it's not carrying drywall altogether anymore, but carrying drywall was very challenging. It was hard. You know, a lot of guys, I'd give a safety meeting, and the young guys, I'd tell them, I used to do 2,000 sheets of 5/8-12 hand carry every day. And they're like, that's impossible. I'm like, how are you going to tell me it's impossible when I used to do it every day, 6 days a week, sometimes 7?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just they don't understand because they've never done it. You know, I'm all for carts. I feel like an idiot when my boss first got us carts. And we're like, what lazy son of a gun is gonna use that to stock a house or drywall? And we were ignorant. We didn't know any better. You know, that was lazy. We were like, we're killing ourselves, and it was changed. You know, we looked at those carts sat at least a month, if not longer. And my boss, like, I paid money for them, you're taking them out. And then we just figured out how to do them. You know, the ramps, we didn't have ramps, we built ramps.
Yeah, stuff changes. That's when I started too, that's what we did. Just, I carried around a piece of plywood for a little while until it broke. Yeah, it just stuff changes. Especially if you criticize all this stuff, like, you close your mind to learning new things, is what I think.
Yeah, you just have to have an open mind.
That's my boy right there putting on his belt.
Yeah, like safe fall protection. You know, I saw in 2021 there was, I don't know, 800 deaths or 700 deaths. Someone had posted something, and I mean, I never fell, but we do commercial work in DC. You know, on platforms. There was a platform that you would stack 2 lifts of drywall on, and the crane would crane it up, and you drive an electric pallet jack straight out with 10-foot forks and raise the 2 lifts up and then drive it off the platform onto the ground. Now, the crane operator, when the weight comes off, there's a deflection in the crane. So the crane wants to jump backwards. So while the pallet jack's coming off with the load, the crane operator has to drop the boom down to keep it level. You know, shoot, we had one time at the Ronald Reagan building, it wasn't me, but another crew, the crane operator didn't drop it down. So when the crane undeflected, or, you know, it straightened up, it pulled the platform out off the building, and the load hog wasn't in the building yet with the drywall on. The load hog took a dive, you know, from 6 floors up.
Damn.
80, 90, 100 feet. And actually it was on top of a parking garage, and it cracked through the parking garage. It didn't go through, but it definitely cracked the concrete. And so from that point forward, we had these long chains on each end that we had to now take the time to pull the chains, wrap them around the column, and hold it so that even if the crane, you know, straightened out, it couldn't pull the platform off. But, you know, those are the things that you do things for so long without any liability. And then when something happens, you got to figure something out. But again, we would walk out on that platform that had 4-foot drywall width on it. It might have been 5 or 6 foot. And so you walk out on the side to fix some dunners or something, no fall protection, nothing. No one would say anything, you know, and you were the new guy. You're like, hey man, go out there and fix that. You're like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's just how it was. Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, if you didn't do the job, there was someone else that would do it, and you got no work. And we got paid by footage or piecework. And so you either did it or you went hungry. And, you know, I had 4 kids.
Yeah.
It worked.
You gotta put that board out.
You know, I'd come back at the end of the day and ask for loads. You know, we had guys that would bring back loads, and the dispatch would be like, man, I can't return a load 2 times. I'm like, brother, believe me, put that on my truck, it ain't coming back. And then the guy that brought it back was like, man, you're trying to make me look bad. I'm like, man, you made yourself look bad. I just went out and got the job done. Same thing you could have done.
Yeah. That's your puppies.
One of them, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna I am Daniel to see if I can get him on a call so he can show us his baby. the what's he call it? The Excalibur.
Oh, Dan's Excalibur.
Yeah, Excalibur.
That's a pretty truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pretty truck. I sold some pup trailers like the one he got with the Rhodes aluminum bed and air ride suspension. They're really nice, but I sold them into Texas, one in Irving and one in Hutto. And I got 4 more that I'm going to put on that are on order. But you know, those things aren't due until May. And then the other pup trailer vendor, he's not available to produce anything. He said his lead time and availability was November of 2022, and that was at least a month ago. So he was a year out to get you a pup trailer, a steel one.
Yeah.
Equipment's hard. There's extended lead times for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a picture of Daniel's truck. I'm gonna see if I can make this the. No, I can't do it. I was trying to make it the group cover photo, but since I'm on the laptop, I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him a text, see if he wants to jump on a call one day. And anything new you got going on over there in Powfinger, man? Any secrets you want to leak?
I wish. 10 stories, people are asking for 10 stories on the regular. I don't think that they're going to go down that road. I think they think the market isn't big enough to sustain 3 different vendors. I like the idea, but I've been here 5 years, and I think we were to the point where they're selling a bunch of cranes, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not my call.
So
I always like bigger and better. When the 8 stories came out, I wanted one. I wanted to run one.
Mm-hmm. 10 stories is just too much, right? I mean, yeah, like you said, there's not enough market for it.
There's certain markets in New York, you almost have to have one, There's certain markets that have it. Like I said, I think we could do well if we design one and produce one that performed well.
I'll say you don't sell a lot of the short cranes then, do you? Like, because I know like the one I have is like a 6-story. There's also a smaller one, right? The one that only has 2 extensions.
So we do have, it's kind of confusing. It confused me when I first started. We do have 4 different crane models. There's the PW 32,001, PW 35,001, PW 38,001, PW 42,001. And the 35 and the 42 have different electronics, PAL 150. The 32 and the 38 have PAL 50. It's just less electronics, it's less elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
They did that for price points. And I think at the beginning, before I came here, they had some vendors that were selling PW 32,001 C cranes. So the configuration is the letter. So the 32,001 has an A, B, and C crane. I would never sell anybody a C crane because it doesn't have any capacity to talk about. So a 32,001 A and B, it's a 44 and a 52-foot crane. The A is the 44 and the B is the 52. That's all I would sell. And they're both they're great cranes. I've sold both, not Benny, because people typically for their markets, they just figure that 6 stories what they want, what they want. The PW 35,001, that was my first demo truck, and it was the previous build before I got there. And that was a C crane. That's a fantastic crane. And the A and the B, because they're an SH crane, they have more capacity than the 32,001 A and B. So the 35 is the only one I would sell all 3 configurations. The 38 and the 42, they have a B and a C. They're both the most capable cranes on the market today. Why would you go with a 50-some foot crane when the 61-foot crane is got great capacity? So I've never sold a B crane in either a 38 or a 42. I've never seen one, but you know, I would sell the 38, the 42, and the C, the 35, all 3 configurations, and the 32 A and the B. So I mean that's the difference. And like I said, the 32 to the 35, the 35 to 38, 38 to 42, there's a price point difference, and then each configuration there's a price point difference. So you get a little bit longer crane, you pay a little bit more money. But like I said, on the 38 and the 42, I'd only get a C. The 35, I would recommend if someone wanted a price point to get an A crane versus a C, that's a brute. And then the 32, the A or the B, fantastic cranes. I think I've sold over 5 years, 3 or 4 A cranes. I think one of them was a 35, the other ones are 32s. I've sold like 2 B cranes, and the rest are the 61-foot C, regardless of what model it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I saw, it hasn't been recently, but I saw that new, I think it's the 425, the Fosse. It looks a lot like the PW, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, I like to set them up side by side. I don't know much about it. I've just seen a couple pictures of it. It does have either it requires or it does have supplemental outriggers on the back, front mounted crane. So that's just added weight. It takes away a little bit of hauling capacity, which I don't know how much supplemental outriggers weigh and the plumbing for it. But for me, it's like, hey, let's line them up, you know, pick up the same load, stretch them out. And I've never been beat on any other competitor crane doing that. I actually had some competitor sales reps ask me to leave, and I'm like, brother, I'm here at the customer's request. You know what I mean? He wants me here, and he wants to see the difference. And I'm sorry, but you're gonna get embarrassed. So.
Yeah. I hope you find one soon, man, so we can see what it can do.
Yeah, I know there's one in Delaware, but like I said, I haven't had a demo truck in forever. It'd be hard to do a head-to-head with when I don't have a truck, you know.
Yeah.
We'll find one.
Yeah, we will. Soon enough, we'll find one.
Like I said, there's a one or a couple in Delaware. And
Let's
I
go
talked
to
to the
Delaware, Jose.
Let's go. But I don't know if it's slow or whatever. I just haven't heard much. I haven't heard much on the Fosse, the 10 story. And then I really haven't heard a bunch on the 425. But like I said, for me, I fed my family and made a really good living running a Fosse 300, 390. So I tell people I bleed Fosse red. Our Palfinger red is now the same color, but so it's beneficial. But no, I get a kick out of the guys that get so passionate and talk about stuff technically that isn't true and can't prove. When you want to talk to someone else, because I can prove what I talk about.
Yep, all
That's
right.
Dallas's wife, I think, right?
What's that?
That's Dallas's wife. I met her. They both used to work. Yeah, both used to work for Best. I think they're working for a GMS affiliate now in Louisville. Yeah, I think it's in
think-
Louisville.
I think she's got one of those powder fingers I was talking to you about. It looks like a short one.
Yeah, you can tell by that extension guard.
I saw you whipping that thing, Jose. I'm surprised, man. You got to put more videos of those things, man. When you were whipping that little one, I was like, holy shit. Do you remember that video?
Yeah, the one I sold in Savannah. Yeah, that was like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you-
Yeah, that thing's a brute. That's why I said that's a PW32A crane. That thing's a brute.
Mhm.
I think at 40, however long they are, 42, 44 feet, it has 4,500 pounds of capacity. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, I've got 31 years running a crane. If it'll do it, I can make it do it. And, it's almost unfair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I can showcase it,
Yep.
I never made a living running a remote, but I can do all right.
It's much better, Jose.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Most of the time. The only time I don't like it is like so when I don't like being outside with a remote because I feel real uncomfortable booming now. Because when you were up on the seat, of course you have the helper guiding you and all that stuff. And then with a remote, it's like, like, do I really need you? So I just walk over there and I'm basically at the damn door booming. And then I got to go back to the truck. So, yeah, I get bored out there.
Oh, outside?
Yeah, because when we do houses, sometimes there's no need for 3 guys inside sometimes. So I'd rather just go outside and stack dunnage or something. Most of the
Productive, yeah.
time, I'm working with a crew, but there's just sometimes where I get in the way. So it's faster. I stay outside. But then when I do that, I get like bored, just sitting there waiting for the guys. Like, all right. That's the only thing I kind of don't like about it, but. Yeah. All right, Jose, shoot, I'm gonna check out, man. It's been 45 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep these calls at about 30 to 45 minutes is good. And
10-4.
I'm gonna
We posted
see.
the pics from this week later the week.
Yeah. Yeah, and look for that Fosse, man. So we can go head to head.
All right, 10-4.
All right, Jose, man. Thanks for hopping on.
All right, brother.
All right.
I'll see you.
All right. And now let me see how I can stop this. Stop recording. Stop recording.